Yeah.
anyway, he ran away from us, and we're like, let's get him. He was looking at us menacingly.
Is
He's
that
looking at me.
all the
Because
recap
that's
from
what
last
happened.
session?
Is that we saw a guy looking at us, and we chased after him for being suspicious and looking at us.
For being shady. He was like hiding behind corners and stuff.
No, he was being shady, and he matched the description we were given to by the wizard people.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you met the wizard people at the start of the session? Does anyone remember that?
Well, we made our way through the gate, found an obelisk, and got transferred through that into an alternate demi-plane, I'm assuming.
What it
Mm-hmm.
felt like.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a demi-plane from the way people were talking about it. Um,
Would Grash know what a demi plane is?
no, Grash doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
If Grash was a magic user, he'd be a druid.
Oh my god, the fireballs. They are back.
See, I needed one. Just needed one.
Got it, DM. Fanatic.
Just
Yeah.
needed one.
You're trying to quit the fireballs, you just need one every once in a while. Just to feel the
Feel alive.
Why is everybody in the ocean and all over here?
But yeah, it probably was a demi-plane or something because the building itself was simply a monument, a obelisk. You couldn't fit anyone inside of it, but the magical dimension it took you to certainly felt much more uh, habitable.
And for all we know, it just like shrinks you down to like an inch tall, and the whole world's inside the obelisk.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, so we were approaching the town, and we encountered some necromancer hanging from a tree, and not the way that you normally have a necromancer hanging from the tree. He was upside down and yelling for help, and we're like, "Oh, hello, person, let us help you." And he's like, "Oh, yes, the mages are being evil because they were overthrown. Please help me overthrow them, and I'll be like really good to you." And we're like, "Sniff, sniff, smells like bullshit," and dragged his ass back to town. And sure enough, once we got him all the way back to the obelisk, they're like, "Oh, he did what? Yeah, he in trouble now." And they offered us basically room and board as the payment, which makes me question their finances. But you know what? Having free room and board and an infinite demiplane, uh, at least that's somewhere my lizards aren't going to completely destroy all the rooms all the time. Uh, as
Who knows if they
in
just
the our
wave their wands and the rooms are back to clean. Anyways.
and
Uh,
then our our main point of contact was like, "Hey, so well, I don't got any official quests for you. I do got something off the books. When I'm walking out and about, it's like there's someone following me. Like, here's a rough description. I kind of see him out of the corner of my eye, and then as we're walking around, we also see someone matching that, and we're like, go get him, Scooby Gang!" And we're like,
and he would
and
have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for our magical horse.
magical horse. It was your magical kobold.
So,
Yeah, I'm the I'm Scooby in this situation.
That
he's not the
talking
bad.
lizard.
You're more like Doma.
Well, I mean, I was following the trail, and let's face it, that's closest to. Oh, it's this way. Plus, Scooby snacks.
Yeah. But
Hey,
then
whatever, Fred.
Waffle
we went
snacks.
running after him. Um, I used my new ability, so we caught up real fucking quick and
Yeah.
cornered him. After with Wubbles using Clue to help him after he used an illusion to get
Oh yeah. Out of the books, that was a fifth level spell called Mislead or Misled. Yeah, it summoned a copy, a clone of himself, which is a fake one, while at the same time he turned invisible. So he
That clue is a first level divination
that
countered it.
counters it entirely. I know, right? So fun to play this game. Anyways,
Liam's
uh,
upset that we caught his guy.
you now have the hooded figure, the shadowy man that's always running after the the student, the savant of the alma mater, and always he always caught glimpses on the corner of his eyes. As you unmask the hooded figure, it's revealed to you that it is a roguish orc, a fellow kinsman to Grash, but who doesn't seem to be liking very much that you just capture him. He still struggles. He still's trying to fight back, but you have complete uh, control over him. The only thing that he says as he is trying to fight back is, "Let me go, let me go now." So what do you do?
Why are you following us, friend?
It's none of your goddamn business.
I think it is.
It's that.
Bubbles just goes over, stands next to Zenmei, and nudges him and says, "What do you think? Is this like orc on orc? It's like an is this like an orc thing that they're doing?"
I'll cast my mage hand, just slap him around a little bit,
Stop it.
and then I will finger guns
Okay.
and just start from his foot and start firing off, going higher and higher.
Okay, so you're actively torturing someone in the rooftops of the city?
Oh, Zenmei, let's take it down a notch. I mean, let's keep our hands relatively clean here, please. In a place that has truth compelling magic.
And it's still clean. Yes.
Let's let Grash try and do the whole orc to orc connection here. I mean, like they're both fungus, right?
Ever heard of orc, bad orc? I'm the bad orc.
I will use Orcish, which is a language in this world, DM.
Yes. Please do.
And I fixed the languages on my sheet. I now speak Orc, Amontan, and Tervinish.
Ooh, nice.
Because there's no common in this world.
Yeah. That's something on the Google Doc that I keep forgetting whenever I start a new campaign. But it hardly shows up, so yeah, it's fine.
In Orcish, you'll go, brother, were you following us?
He scoffs and says, "I'm not your brother. I am after those who you seem to be recently aligned with. I am just watching, see what comes in and out of that obelisk. My reasons are my
Right, then.
own. I have nothing personally against you.
The aligned is a very loose term, but even then, we've been told to look for you. And our only question really is this: why?
I said it. I have my own reasons. Is it against the law to walk in the streets just because you think it's suspicious that I'm somewhat close to you? Tell that to the authorities if you are so brave. I did nothing wrong. Do you
I look
speak
at his get up
Orcish?
and everything. I'm gonna go. You seem like a thief to me. You were just stopping a thief who stole a coin purse. Still an orcish.
Yeah. And whose purse is that? Yours? Ha.
No, my friend here. And I point at our kobold.
Well,
Smart thief.
it's your
Goes for the
word
weak link.
against mine. How do you think that's
Our
going to turn
word
out?
against yours. And here's the fun thing about thieves in Amont. They lose hands.
That they
We do
do.
this the easy way. Oh well. You'll lose 5 fingers.
If I was a thief, you would never.
Say 7 figures
Ooh. You're doing
Almost
the.
looking back and
See,
forth
I
as
think
y'all
you.
talking in Orcish. Hmm.
I'll look at him and go. Look at our orcish our rogue here and go. See, we got authority behind us. Who's supporting you?
First of all, if I was a thief, you would never catch me. Second of all, there is no proof. I did nothing wrong. You can tell the magic students that I will leave them be for now. And you can let me go. Right
Wait,
fucking now.
and me, do you speak Tervinish? Tervish? Yeah, Tervinish. You don't?
Okay, really off topic here. Do we all want to use these extra languages, or do you guys want to stick with common? Because it will hardly appear in this campaign.
Yeah, because I just speak common. Well, and
Which
a
is a
language that I'd
Montan.
like to communicate with him with, as they're talking in Orcish. I'm gonna wait for them to finish their thing, and I'd like to try and approach.
Yeah. If we want, everyone that has common can just change to the regional language of Amon. But and then with
Montan.
people who have higher intelligence can pick extra languages, which is I think it's a 3.5 rule that I implemented on the Google Doc.
What about the
Yeah,
one? The
I've
reason
heard
I
of
can
it.
speak Orcish and Tervinish is from background, I believe, and
Yeah, yeah.
the
All the other sources of languages are still valid, but there are more languages with uh, higher intelligence than before. Anyways, okay.
I'll
So
keep my Orcish, a Montan, and Tervinish. I'll just switch back to Monton.
Well, Wobbles would like to speak up. Wobbles is going to stride forward, and he's going to slip into kind of a almost very rhythmic language that occasionally includes a very specific hand gesture, as he's going to slip into thieves' cans.
Ooh.
What do you say?
He says, "Look, professional to professional here. If you're trying to observe us, why are you wearing this? I mean, you could have just worn regular attire and just gawked at us from not that far away. And if asked, you could have just like pointed at me and said, 'That's weird.' I mean, whoever sent you seems to be setting you up to get caught, not by individuals who have a violent streak." Gestures to Zinmei and Grash. Maybe we can be of assistance in your situation. I mean, we don't have any particularly strong loyalties here. What are you trying to accomplish?
So what you say is something like, "I, the rum divers, crack the pad and prig the blunt. No harm in Beckon sights. Bone
What?
Marrow Cove. Any rum lore from the swill ken last Darkmans?" And stuff like that, because it takes you
He's
4
not
times as
having a
long.
stroke.
Yeah.
Oh no, and
That-
sounds like everyday conversation. It's just 4 times as long to get your thing around.
Hey,
And that wasn't I, the rum divers, crack the pad and prig the blunt.
we
No
get
harm
it.
in
We get.
Beckon sight. That's yes, the skilled pickpocket broke in and stole the money.
Please
No
stop trying to
constable
tell me
in
how my
sight.
character works.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying
I mean,
right
but-
there, Crash. Not gonna lie. It's fine, man. It's fine.
I wasn't explaining how that's the rules of
No,
Thieves'
but-
Cant in D&D. It
Oh,
takes 4
okay,
times
Crash,
as long.
Crash. But you
It's
interrupted
fine,
the
man.
conversation,
It's
and now the
fine.
whole flow of me trying to talk to
Yeah.
him is completely lost. I shut the fuck up while you were talking to him, but I try and talk to him for 10 fucking seconds, and you gotta interrupt.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So
So to rewind a bit, he basically said, you seem to have been set up to get caught, given your tactics. Maybe we can help you out with what you're trying to accomplish.
he notices it's noticeable a sudden shift. He understands the lingo and he becomes somewhat, even his body language becomes somewhat more relaxed. He's still ready to run as soon as Grash lets him go, but he subtly more relaxed. He says, "That's the point, my friend. I did nothing wrong. No one can put me in jail for just walking in the streets, observing the movement of people. So there's
Well,
no need for
I'm
me to."
not saying that you did commit a crime. I'm just saying that your observation tactics aren't aligned with it remaining undetected. It's like someone wanted you to get caught or to be observed. And we've got access to the obelisk. Maybe we can make a deal.
He says, all right, all right. I'm ready to make a deal. So first off, you all let me go. And then I tell you what I want from the obelisk. And then you can go back to those mages and tell them exactly
We didn't agree to tell the mages anything. We just one of them asked us to figure out if he was being stalked, and if we could resolve that, that's resolved. So whatever your objectives are, we might be aligned. And he gives Ash a gentle pat on the side. And says, and switches back to common and says, "Let's switch back to common. I think we have an understanding that none of us are enemies here. We're just all caught up in various
we are. I'm sure you're also decisively not telling your entire horse in this game, in this run.
And Wolves is going to give Zinmei a pat on the leg too, because that's not really the only part you can read. Say, don't worry, you'll get to shoot someone soon.
Out.
So, Grash, how about
There it is.
we let go of our fellow? I'm Wuffles, by the way. Perhaps we should just have some nice introductions.
Levels. That's a that's a funny name.
Funny looking.
Hey,
You
the number one power of a kobold. And just his voice drops a bit and his posture changes. Is to be underestimated.
he looks around. He says, "My name is. At least that's how I. What people know me around these parts. My name is Dagger. And I've been.
Well, it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah. See what you did there. And I've been dying of curiosity to understand how the obelisk works and how to navigate it and where to find all of their rare books and scrolls that might tell me of some old stories that I really want to know more about. Is that something you would be willing to help me find?
Yeah, we've got access to the library. And it's not like any of that information is, oh, but it must be kept here, so long as the books stay there. Yeah. You may have just gone about this in a very roundabout way where you just asked. Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of junior members who are kind of hungry for coin because tuition's a bit expensive, and research paper is a research paper.
Uh, so, can you help me get inside?
I don't know about getting you inside, but I could definitely go inside and get you that information.
Well, that might work too. But then,
And it's not like you're looking for like the dark secrets of raising the undead armies to strike down the living and add them to your forces, or the powers of bringing forth a demon to harm your enemies at the cost of your soul. You're looking for the old stories, right?
yes. There is an ancient poem from the lands of the south where it tells tales of sailors, storms. I don't know the entirety of the poem, but I remember parts of it. I have been told.
Also, just pulled out a scroll and some quill, and he's just taking notes as the guy talks.
Yeah.
I don't know if that information is helpful in any way. There might be hundreds of similar similar books. I should really, if you could find a way to get me in, then you don't even need to to worry with researching for who knows how long.
Side on that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's gonna go searching when if we bring him inside.
Go ahead.
It's not like you can go places you're uninvited in the obelisk. The terrain just doesn't load.
Um, yeah, he looks like he really wishes to be there with you, even if his reasoning doesn't sound convincing to you.
I mean, we can see about getting him a day pass.
Look, he's still alive. I'm not interested in bringing him into the magic center of this part of the world. I'd rather just leave him outside and bring him the information he wants. Say it out
And,
loud. Say it out loud.
and what was the name of the NPC we were talking to in the obelisk?
I don't think you asked him or it ever came up, but his name is Caresta. Let me write that down.
I mean, Wovel's just going to pitch this as so someone who was very introverted wanted to get access to the library and did not express it in a healthy way. He could have just walked up and asked.
Are quite snooty. They're not gonna like he points at his garb, at the orc's garb, Dagger's garb. They're not gonna just let anyone
Oh,
have at it.
probably not. But like I said, you got lots of students, and all you got to do is hire one to do some research for you.
There is one.
Hell, at this point, they'd brag, "Oh yeah, I got people hiring me to do research, even if it's looking
If
up a
I
poem."
if I if I may, you just arrived, yet you knew about my stalking. So someone in there told you about it. Get that someone to convince him to allow me to enter. In exchange, I not only can pay to you and to him in gold, but also I'll stop. I'll stop stalking him and get him worried about ghosts or whatever it might be. Sounds like a fair deal.
Seems totally reasonable. I think everyone was just overreacting a little bit to this situation. I mean, like I say, it's always good to ask. The worst they can say is no.
So it's a deal. I will be waiting for you outside the obelisk uh, at midnight.
Honestly, this is why when I was at the obelisk, I said we just needed to have a goddamn mailbox. Where they're like, no, we need to preserve the mystery. Picturing this giant floating obelisk and then just like a regular ass mailbox
Mhm.
inside of it.
That very suburban 90s household
Mhm.
mailbox.
White picket fence around the obelisk.
Yeah. like the Simpsons house.
Right. So, Crash, Zenmei, what do you think? Let's head back and just we can see what we can work out.
Rash, what's
Crash?
your thoughts?
I'll go with the group on that then.
Okay. Back to Caresta. Let's skip a little bit of preamble, and let's say you just told him. I don't actually. Will you tell exactly how the conversation went, or will you twist any information?
We'll just tell them that basically there's someone who really wanted to do some research in here, but they had no idea where to start, and so they were like observing you really hard to try and figure out how it's supposed to work because they're a bit too introverted. Just walk up and ask.
Okay. He says, absolutely not. That was not a ghost. That was a someone. That was a person. A a living being. That can only.
Basically, someone who had as much attachment to social skills as a ghost would have to life.
That's that can only mean one thing. That's not just some curious mind. That's an agent. That's an agent of a group that's working here in the city. We've all heard rumors and stories. They are a network of thieves. The Courage. You must have heard of them.
Okay, and that should be just normal information. I mean, it'd be weird if the organization of thieves in the city isn't watching people come in and out of the obelisk. But to be fair, it's the obelisk. You could just park someone in a chair in front of it with a scroll and have them take notes. The fuck you gonna do about it?
There is a little bit more of context missing. You see,
just,
we have had a.
just the D&D equivalent of a flock camera.
Oh, yeah. We have had a recent shift in leadership. I'm sure you are aware. I do believe that this recent interest of the court could very well be because maybe there was some sort of agreement between the previous archwizard and the organization. I don't know what to do. We shouldn't. This is not a matter that's concerned to us. Low-ranking mages and students. This is. It's very risky for us to even hear of this or talk about it.
You're overreacting just a little bit.
Like a
We talked to the guy. He didn't seem to have any particular ulterior motive or loyalty to a larger organization commanding him to do it. He wants to basically do some research, and honestly, hiring someone at the obelisk to research something in your library is it's normal, right?
Then why didn't he approach on the regular means to find his research?
I mean, are a bunch of wizards going to criticize someone for lacking social skills?
got a point.
Well, Okay, let's say you're right. What if we let them in and then something happens? What would be of us then?
What's someone without magic gonna do if you just let them in? I mean, you could just have someone standing watch over them, or or we just send out a junior researcher and have them talk to them and go figure out the information they want. And they're looking up an old poem, apparently.
All right. It's safer if we find this poem and without allowing them in, we just give it to them.
Yeah, no problems. It's the obelisk sharing its wealth of knowledge, especially the non-magical kind. Do it.
Can you do me a favor if I find this book, Master Wovels?
Ooh, I like that title, Master.
Can you do me a favor? If I find it, can you please uh, rent out the poem in your name to your use instead of mine?
Yeah, I'll make a copy. No problem.
Thanks.
But hey, you should be flattered, really. He's of all the people walking in and out of the obelisk, he saw you and it's like, there's someone who knows what they're doing.
Either that or he thought I was an easy prey or
I don't think it was ever his intention to attack you. He was just trying to gather information. Very bad at it, really.
I will start the research immediately.
Wobbles hands over the scroll. Well, here's all the notes. Let me know if you have any further questions or need to narrow it down. Like if like, oh, was it Eastern or Western or any particular phrasing or rhyming, and you know what to ask.
Okay. In off topic now, above board, you said that what a person without magic can do in the obelisk, but you have seen him cast a fairly high level spell, right?
Ooh, good point. Good point.
That's the DM telling you because the NPC doesn't know that.
Oh yeah. I picture this. I picture the obelisk being basically more like when Loki goes into the Sanctorum with Doctor Strange. You misbehave and you're falling for half an hour.
That's such a good part.
Okay. He's probably waiting for you outside when midnight comes, which you have. Let's say you did that in the afternoon, so you have some good 8 hours ahead of you. Is there any task you want to get done, or is it just passing time to see what happens?
You guys want to go get some dinner? They got
Sounds
good
fun.
restaurants here, and now that I have my lizards mostly under control, I could at least probably not eat inside, but eat outside.
Lots of cart food.
Lots of cart
Fix
food.
something nice. Very end.
Okay. Grash, are you joining them?
Yeah.
Nice. As you go out to have something to eat, why don't you all roll 1d6 for us really quickly?
A 1. Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. 1, 6, and 2. Nice.
Well, 621 means something very specific.
Uh, would you guys? I don't know if you have coin to spend, or would you guys? Do you know the player's handbook classification like of you could go for a commoner or a noble meal or a aristocratic meal, which is like 15 gold pieces a plate, something like that.
Well, no,
Uh,
that's like that's how the 15 gold pieces of meal is the king at a formal banquet at the betrothal of his daughter. 1 gold a day is it 10 gold a day is like everything, like your meals, lodging,
yeah,
stores.
let me see.
It's essentially your lifestyle, DM. It's how much do you spend in
Lifestyle.
a given day.
That's what I meant. So yeah, how much gold are you willing to spend on a day out? Let's say you guys want to treat yourselves a little something. So a modest spending for expense would be 1 gold. A comfortable would be 2 gold. A wealthy would be 4 gold. And then the royal kingly uh, daily expense would be 10 gold minimum.
That would be opulent surroundings and us having a hired staff we don't have.
Mhm.
Right, because you got to remind, like, the difference between comfortable and wealthy. It's like, well, that's hiring other people, also then live in those conditions.
Like a peasant in a village can live off 100 gold for a year in comfort.
Yeah.
Right, but that's also peasant living. And as I put it, I didn't become an adventurer to live like a bum. You
Not
know
all
what?
the time.
Let's go for at least comfortable.
I figure 4.
The
I
best
spend
way
up
to
to
put
10
it is
gold.
that so as I put it, like, modest is you go to the grocery store and you buy whatever you want. Comfortable is you DoorDash what you want, and wealthy is your personal chef makes you what you want.
Yeah, I picture not only your meal for the day, but also like if you're going wealthy, you will hire a carriage with a driver there. He will because you're not going to walk to where you want to eat, right?
Mhm.
I'm on the vote of modest, but Grash also wants to save his gold.
Yeah, 1 gold
How
each.
about let's at least go comfortable? Also, I'm not talking for like, oh, and this is how we're gonna live for like the next month. Like, we just walked into town,
Your
we
day
have
off.
our lodgings covered in a place that is already pretty comfortable.
So
Let's live nicely.
it would be less. We would probably spend the same as modest, DM,
Hmm.
or comfortable because we're not paying for rooms. We have rooms at the obelisk. Is that part of comfortable is the room, and that usually costs the most because you're taking up space.
Hmm.
So we would be paying for food and clothing and such like that.
We have gold in the hundreds. At this point, we're arguing
True.
over, like, 1%. So it's like wealth levels. Like, once you have 10,000 gold, buying the 10 gold item doesn't actually.
Yeah, but I accept Grash's point. So I allow you to have comfortable level day off with spending 1 gold. Everyone agree?
Ah,
Can we close the discussion?
Okay.
uh,
Um,
okay, so it's comfortable. Nice. Good to hear. You, uh, yeah, I don't know if you would have like a private carriage just for you. Perhaps you have to go in the bus, the city
taxi.
bus. Yeah, the taxi carriage.
There we go.
Yeah, we don't
Don't
have
bring
our
up.
own carriage, but we do. can't like just wave down a one of
Yeah.
these carriages. Let's face it, it's the obelisk. There are a lot of very rich people here who are also not walking their ass to the restaurant.
Yeah. And you can
Dinner though. While we're in the carriage, I do want to ask about the mercenary companies within the city.
okay. Uh,
If they've heard of any interesting open contracts with any of the mercenary companies.
there are many named um, quote unquote guilds, uh, warrior guilds that take up contracts, either act as bodyguards or hired to intimidate someone that owes the contractors money or some other favor. Um, those are
Talking about someone where you
the usual
like a
jobs.
notice board or anything like that where people can post um tasks and stuff in town.
Definitely. So let's say you hire a carriage, and the comfortable place where you go to have your meal is a quite nice restaurant uh, that is maintained by a family of halflings, and they offer you a variety of traditional halfling cuisine, which is very uh, valuable in this region. You go to it is located with view to the sea, to the Fortuna Bay Sea, but it's enough far away in distance to the harbor where you don't have to be smelling fish straight from the fishing boats and hear the all the sailors being loud in their workday. Even in such a place like that, Grush, you see that there is a notice board. It's not viewed as something you will only see in taverns and for those of desperate for a freelancer job for easy money. Instead, it sometimes it varies with the lifestyle of the place where you are. So even in this fine restaurant, you see a notice board. There is two that caught your attention, most likely. There is the poster for a wanted criminal, a a human male drawn with gray hair and an eye patch, but somewhat different from the mage of the alma mater that you have been that you befriended recently. Even the eye patch is in the opposite side of his face. It seems that he is wanted uh, for crimes against the honor of a highborn in this society. And speaking of highborns, the other poster is about yet another what appears to you as being a mercenary guild, but one with much more glamour to it. You see the well embroidered and fancy drawn symbol of uh, this guild that's it seems to try to have the same tier of nobility as a knightly order, but it seems to be recruiting members from any societal classes, so even lowborns, if they possess a skill. It mentions something of a trial to be accepted in this guild of sorts. And that's what you see on that mural.
That's interesting. I mean, we always keep our eye out for someone who can only keep one eye out. But on the other hand, we probably do well at trials, considering how well we did in the temple. That said, also a third option for employment. And once we help out that dagger fellow, let's face it, if anyone's going to know the kind of open contracts in that side, that'll be a good point of contact. What do you think, Gresh?
Good to make some extra money, especially if we find any contact with that dwarf blacksmith. His wares are probably going to cost a pretty penny.
So the question is, what direction do we want to go? Do we want to be like knights in shining armor or connected to a noble house, or do we want to be a bit more in the shadows?
Rather not be
Jobs that
found
are
either way.
more to require, finger guns and gives a wink at
Notice boards are probably in many of the different squares in the different districts. We should take a look, see if there's anything of interest on any of the notice boards. Something with a decent amount of coin, decent job description. Nothing that ties us to any group, though.
Right. I mean, we also have the option just to undertake the trial, just because if we might have nothing better to do. But I think that we first see if that dagger fellow has anything that might be up our alley, and if not, then we check out the trial.
Grash just gives a grunt. Grash isn't picky. He just doesn't. He doesn't trust. He doesn't want to bind himself to any specific group permanently.
Yeah. We want to be hired as a group, not be members of another group and told what to do. Is that correct?
Independent contractor.
Right.
Hired
It
for a
makes sense
term.
considering how so many treat adventurers as disposable assets. We know how things went down with
Also,
the Lions
gotta
Guard.
remember he does have a bounty on him, and he has told the party this.
Yeah.
So, but the big one right now, we're on the outskirts of the kingdom. It's probably not a big deal here, but you stay in a place too long, you know.
Well, the question
though
is, how
we
much
do
is the
have
bounty?
a contract we need to turn in. If we're
Uh,
getting we probably wouldn't get in contact with the Baron himself, but he would have a steward
yeah.
where we can turn in our contract.
Hey, that's
Partial
from
pay,
before
at
my
least.
time. Could you fill me in on the details on that?
On
We
the
were hired to escort some goods for the Baron. We were not able to. We were attacked by people. We were not able to return with all the goods, though. DM.
Mhm.
We returned with some, though. You did say just not the major thing. The body of his.
Yeah, his daughter.
But we also have info because that's the reason me and Zinmi were in town, because there was info about necromancy there, and we found the necromancy temple. The whole prequel we had to this campaign, there was necromancy involved with the disappearance of the body we were escorting.
Oh, and then we left the region. Holy shit! I mean, that is not go to him and say, "Hey, so yeah, we lost your daughter's body. but are we still owed anything? That's where you go for like a groveling apology and give a full report of the assault that happened upon your forces,
Yeah, but we're still
dramatically
bound by
exaggerating the
contract.
scope.
Yeah, we're still bound by turning in the contract. I mean, we need to report what we learned.
Right. Yeah, because you can always fail.
Oh yeah, but we did uh return everything but the body. Like
Yeah,
it
the
wasn't just
main
the
thing.
body we were escorting.
Hmm.
And I'm
Wow.
pretty sure we and I believe DMU told us that the other members of the party of that prequel they went ahead with the rest of the stuff while we went to into the town to navigate the necromancy rumors. And then we met the rest of the party, Wubbles, Alexander, all that stuff.
My biggest regret is that I don't have the recording of the one shot anywhere.
Well, because
So
the other two members couldn't continue playing the game.
and because
You said,
I was
yeah.
away from home, not at my computer, and didn't have the recording thing program. So
Um, I have a very loose summary of what you have. I like two sentences, and I just remember.
mm,
And I remember you said that they went on to bring the rest of the supplies back to the Baron. That's all I remember.
yeah, I
Rest of the
that
goods.
that makes sense, but I don't have like a detailed. Anyways,
I, I, I yeah.
I have something that I held for later, but I do believe Wubbles asked how much was the bounty on the criminal, right?
Yeah.
How much is the bounty on Grash?
Oh, on Grash, okay. Uh, Grash,
It,
you would.
it,
It's not. I mean, you fled from jail because you were serving time, right? Or
it's been 6 years since I escaped from prison.
yeah.
I was served. I'm going through my
Yeah.
backstory.
Anyways, in short,
I was to serve 18 years. I served 5.
yeah, I was gonna say, in short, unless it's someone who remembers Grash like vividly, like his face, probably people wouldn't mind. His posters aren't probably even around
No.
because it's been so long since he was not found, and it's not like he's public enemy number one. So by the book, they're probably a good coin to be had in Grash. Like I would say 300 to 500 gold. Uh, because technically you're not like a in a murder spree. You're not a serial killer. You're just some guy that did something, served your sentence for a while, and then fled. So you're not like a danger to society or whatnot.
No, if I went to the big city and someone and if I went to the capital,
Mhm.
they would probably the guards there might recognize Grash or something. That's where it's dangerous. That's why I didn't want to go in more into Amont. I wanted to go towards the border.
Right. Well, the reason I
Yeah.
bring this up is that, well, if we ever want to go open up more of the world for Grash, there is just the option of paying off his bounty. I mean, let's face it. Does the kingdom really give a shit, or would they rather have the gold?
Um, the bounty is probably 500 gold. My worth it would be more. I'm a scapegoat.
Right. But it's been so many years and no one has really given a shit.
I also
So,
Yeah.
shut down I was blamed for the shutting down of a major trade route and the destruction of thousands of gold worth of product.
Yeah. You're dangerous because you did damage to property, not necessarily
And
a threat to
property
lives.
and also relations with the neighboring nation of
Durban.
North
Oh.
Rimala.
Oh. Hmm. That thing. Okay.
So Salem, I'm asking you as a player, would you rather
Yeah.
go for like to try and ingratiate yourself with the nobility and try and get some connections to where they can hand wave this away, or would you rather lean into that and we could try and work to say the more the underbelly of society?
Crash would rather not have the attention.
Okay, so let's go out to the nice steakhouse, have a nice dinner, and then when we get back, we'll check in on the research. And the research might take a few days. We're not in a rush.
Um, and then Zinmi and me would probably, at some point within those few days,
Yeah, we're still in the same day. Before you say anything.
We're good.
we wouldn't even talk to the Duke. We'd talk to a steward.
Okay. Uh, after your time there in the restaurant, you still had time to go for a walk to get to know more of the city, perhaps, if you want, if that's something that interests you. But assuming you return to the obelisk in the same evening, either to see about the research or see about my bad. One minute, guys. Caralho, acho que entrou farelo de bolo. I just had to grab water. My bad. Uh, anyways, as you were
Don't apologize for being human or a DM, whichever is closer.
Actually, can I ask for a short break as I run to the bathroom?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that now. It's fine. Quick break.
All right. I just gotta pee.
You're fine. You're fine. You're
Yeah.
good. Go for it.
I'll be right back as well.
look like at the obelisk.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm the DM.
I
uh,
want to know that the NPC's room looks like.
he's well organized and stuff. I think his room would be nice. He probably has a Merlin poster on his wall for inspiration. Yeah, even my jokes aren't landing today, man. What the hell is going on? Goddamn cold. Anyway, uh, everything is set, unmuted on OBS. You return to the obelisk. The orc named Dagger. He says that he would be waiting for you outside at midnight. Would you say that you're returning from your trip of how much uh, time before midnight or at midnight or later after midnight? What is that you believe you
Definitely
would be
earlier.
returning?
We just went out for dinner. It's
Figured-
not like this is a time sensitive report. We're gonna hop into the obelisk, check with our guy. Does he have it or not? If he has it, we'll bring it out. If not, we'll come out and be like, "Hey, man, we're still working on it."
Okay, so let's say it's a couple of hours, 4 hours, to midnight, so 8 uh, p.m. And as you were walking, the carriage already left you very close to the obelisk. I didn't find a good map with an obelisk, so let's use this. Let's use our imagination and say that the obelisk is somewhere after the map ends. So in front of the structure of the alma mater, again from the shadows, but not skulking around or sneaking around, but instead just being somewhat observant and quiet, the same orc appears and starts walking slowly but surely towards you.
Figures Zinman would be on his fly up on the just in case there's others.
Okay, let me put you. You want to be here on the roof? Anyways, fine. So, when you say out of sight, you mean unnoticed by the others? If so, that's a stealth. And I don't think flies are the best creatures to be stealth yet. You can be out of reach, but hardly you will be unnoticed.
Think of how loud a regular fly is.
Yeah, imagine a giant one.
Here you
Yeah,
go,
let me do this one.
Wubbles. Ignore the name in the top. I didn't give them the character name.
Room of Gorath Aronhide.
Oh yeah, Grash is classic. Lots of furs. I like it.
Strength is truth,
I like the what they
blood
put in
is
the,
payment.
on that banner. Strength is truth, blood is payment, honor is earned.
Yeah.
I just remember here is Wubbles.
Oh, Terrarian. Do not step
I
here,
like
they
that
will
motto.
bite.
That motto is actually I didn't even give them any background or anything about Wubbles, and that's a great motto for
Don't lose
Crash.
focus.
Strength is truth, blood is payment, honor is earned.
Yeah, that's one thing I love with the AIs is that like I didn't have to tell it a lot of details. I've already told it all the details about Wubbles. I just told it to make the room, and it gave me that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Ah.
Zinmei, do your homework, and let's. Well, first we're gonna go to the obelisk and be like, "Hey man, we're gonna go see if we get that report's ready for you."
So, did you talk to them?
Yeah, he's looking it up for you right now. Really, you could have just asked him.
Looking it up. And
Yeah.
so will I be able to go in and help him out?
They're not so keen on that, but if you have specific information requests, well, it's a library. They have researchers. I mean, and let's face it, Wubbles crosses his arms. You've got your own magics, don't you?
I might know a trick or two that I learned. But if this is going to take too long, it came to my knowledge that the library works in some mysterious way to give you the answer you seek. So perhaps if he's taking too long, even with the description, he doesn't know how to research what I need.
Well, I mean, you've been stalking him for a long time, so clearly there's not a time crunch on this. So how about we'll just go in, we'll see if he's got it ready, see if he has a time estimate. These things take time. Honestly, you'd probably be done by now if you would just ask the first time instead of stalking him.
I'm pretty sure. Well, as you go to... why don't you take me with you? It's going to cut the amount of work in half. You don't have to go in and out again. I can go in with you and just get out with what I want.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not like full members. Well, most of us are basically independent contractors are keeping around because we're convenient. Uh, and honestly, like I said, you've got your own magic, so I'm not so keen to bring someone with that kind of magic in on their own. You could probably bust into places you're not invited. Like we're dealing honest with you. If you want the poem, we'll get you the poem. You want something else, you got to tell us what you really want and what you're willing to pay for.
Okay. During this conversation, you can all make perception checks or use your passive. And because of high ground, you can have advantage on yours, Zinmei. Hey. It makes sense. Wubbles is in the conversation. He's more or less stuck in there. Zinmei. 26. You can tell. And Grash 20. Nice. Grash and Zin. You can tell that there are some guys hiding behind walls, somewhat close to where you are. Zin, you can even spot an additional one. They are all listening to the conversation. These guys are actively skulking around to see the outcome. And he says to you, Wubbles. Daga says to you, look, I only need that poem. But if it's going to take a while, I can just get in and grab it really quickly. Unless there is something you are hiding. Not from me, but from
It's been like 4 hours for a research. Be reasonable here. Let's face it, you stalked this guy for what, a week? And now you can't wait a few hours?
You...
We told him about the book. He's looking for it. There's thousands of tomes. Give him until morning at least.
So you're telling me I was lied to when they told me that you could just will a book and it would give you.
I mean, if you have a very specific title and author and edition, yes. Do you have those? No.
We have a general description. He's looking for specifics to find the one you're looking for.
Right. Basically, you gave us like, hey, I want the script to this play I saw as a kid. I remember a few things. It's gonna take some time.
He has to look through one book, see if it references another, find that book, references from that one, see if that leads to the original copy. It takes time.
I think we're being very reasonable here. I mean, we're going out of our way to help you. I mean, let's face it, we already got what we were officially hired to do. We're helping you because we figure you probably got some connections that we could all make mutual use of.
Okay, okay. Let's do it differently then. I'll wait until midnight. When he's done researching for the day, just tell him to go out here and have a chat with me, please.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. Because you got to bear in mind, he hired us, not you. We're doing this for you out of courtesy. Treat appropriately.
Patience is a virtue.
Are you
Wait,
now?
you listen, you see. You
So-
don't move
Yeah.
rashly. You're being very rash with your movements.
Courtesy.
Talk to him for a week, and now you need the poem within the hour. You can either be honest with us, or you can fuck off.
Courtesy it is. So you won't have any need for this. And he grabs a purse full of apparently gold coins.
Hay is different. Hay brings expedience. Hay brings urgency. But it also doesn't cut down on the time needed to find accuracy.
Although, honestly, like I said, if you had just paid him, he would have gotten this information to you probably several days ago. So either there's a reason you didn't want to just pay him for the information.
And there's
I mean, you can be
probably a
honest with us here. Giving you the opportunity. We're adventurers. Let's just say that the last person who tried to get us to do something for them and wasn't honest is currently rotting in a cell in the obelisk.
Well, and the person before that was torn apart by a pack of wolves.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that one. That was glorious.
See, every time you demand faster, now, I need it here. That makes me think, there's something you don't want us to know. Now, I'm fine. You want this information. There's stuff you don't want to know. That's fine. When you start acting like us waiting for a reasonable amount of time for them to find the specific book you're looking for, to have accurate recounting of the information you need. And yes, you need it. Not want, need. That raises my heckles. Makes me think there's more to this than what you're telling us. So now I don't need to know. You also need to have patience. If you want the job done right, you don't move before you have it done accurately.
As the
Until
saying
every
goes.
variable. Until every variable is taken into account. Move too quickly, you die.
As the saying goes, good, fast, cheap. Pick two.
Needs cheap. I only need fast.
I mean, no offense. If you want us to take that stack of gold, take it in there, we could probably wake up a half dozen researchers right now and they'll go to work.
So
Now you have
Seriously, I
one.
don't think you underestimate. I think you underestimate just how many broke ass students there are in there.
Magic. expensive, it seems.
Okay, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Here is for your trouble. You can
Bubbles
spend
points
it.
to the empty. Bubbles points to the empty section in our gold that got turned into scrolls for Zinmei.
Here is for your current troubles. When I have what I need, I can have more to for your future troubles. How does that sound?
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds
Hey,
like a-
we'll go turn this into research.
And see if we can't get you info by at least the morning. There's thousands of books in there. Give it at least a night. Let them
Well,
search.
I
It takes
will.
time.
I will, but
Turn
until
gold into
midnight.
Coffee and donuts.
Until midnight, we will be waiting out here.
Bubbles, his little ear fins perk up a bit and says, "You really got to be more professional. You shouldn't have let that slip."
Midnight then. We'll be out here either with an update or with a book. The best you're getting. I'll
Yeah.
walk away. I'll walk
Yeah,
towards the
and-
obelisk again.
And Bubbles pointing out that he let slip when he said, "We will be waiting out here."
Yeah, Bubbles alerting that he's probably not alone while Zin and Grash both have noticed all the other guys hiding around.
Oh no, we noticed. We just didn't say anything out of
Yeah, no, it's funny because Bubbles finally notices and he says as if it's something new.
Oh, and you better tell your associates. In the future, find better hiding spaces.
No offense, they could have.
I'm gonna flick
No
my
offense,
eyes
this guy was like-
to all the people.
These guys are being very shady, and they don't have to be. It's like they don't have other modes.
This guy is like, whoever he. These guys are amateurs, like completely.
Mhm.
At this point, once we're a distance away, he's just gonna turn to Wubbles. You want to work with amateurs?
Oh, absolutely not. But I'm thinking they might know people who don't want to work with amateurs. I mean, let's face it, they're about as stealthy as someone wearing an orange jumpsuit claiming to be a ninja.
Rookies get you killed.
Oh yes, but hey, they got gold and they're highly motivated. So let's go turn this chunk of gold into more research and let's head inside to the obelisk. And
Nice.
talk to our buddy.
As you head inside, Caresta is there, holding a very old book, and he says, "I found it."
Good. We'll hold on to it for a couple hours. Let them sweat.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell
No,
you what. Let
Grash
me
got
take.
pit. Grash doesn't take someone because they were very unprofessional. Grash doesn't like that. He's gonna make him sweat a little bit.
Oh yeah, we'll exit the obelisk at 11:59 p.m.
Oh yeah.
Just to fuck with. You don't fuck with adventurers. You got to be honest. I mean, that's the big reason that a lot of adventurers like guild adventurers is that when the guild gives you the quest, the whole purpose of the guild is not just being aboard; it's validating the quest. So when a guild gives you a request to say retrieve a stolen artifact, you can be sure that the artifact was actually stolen and you're not actually the thieves.
They're the middleman. They make sure everything's up to code. That's why
Right.
Grash is like, let's look at mercenary companies before we do anything else. But everything the DM said sounds like there's not really any companies of our sort in this town, which kind of makes sense.
We'd have to go towards more of a city, but then we gotta get some gold to pay off the right people to where you're no longer a priority.
Well, I'm not a priority. He's just being cautious. That's it.
Right. All right, so Bubbles is going to take the book and he's gonna read the poem and he's gonna copy down the relevant information.
Okay, go ahead and make. It could
Wanna
be.
help?
it could be an intelligence investigation or
Yeah,
pure intelligence. Go ahead.
I'm looking for is I want to see if there's anything in there seems this amount of urgency, like we need this now. We want. I want to see if that's anything of this seems this poem, any information next to the poem, anything like that.
Mhm. Do you want to roll yours or do you want to give advantage to levels?
Advantage to Wobbles.
Me when I ask the barbarian if he wants to roll intelligence.
Oh, no,
Roll
mine would be
again.
+0 anyway, but he already rolled.
All right, 16.
Yeah.
I'm a +0 too.
Uh,
Wobbles is not book smart. Let me put it this way: Wobbles has studied. Wobbles has information about the arcane. He knows the difference between a fireball and a lightning bolt. But could he identify a fireball from a lightning bolt being cast? No. Because as I put it, if you live in this world, you probably have basic understanding of how the world works. It's like in our world, I couldn't build a car or a television, but I could tell you how they work.
I have more understanding of medicine and nature. You know?
Right. Well, a 16 is a 16.
I like stop him and point at a section.
yeah.
Essentially.
Okay, 16. It's good, but it could be better. Do you want to spend the D10 or
You
leave
know what?
it?
Let's do it. This is this is the session's MacGuffin. Let's do it.
I also this I think is something we really want. Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
Okay,
26. Nice.
I want to understand because if this turns out because right now there's no contract right here either with us, so if this turns out to be something shady, I'm not giving it to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely
like
shady.
if like the instructions for how to summon a dark god or the locations to an ancient treasure are hidden within this poem, well then we might make some minor adjustments before we deliver it.
Yeah.
Well, then we would have to do some cleanup first outside the obelisk. And a mess.
And we don't really want to get into a bloody fight in the town because then we have awkward questions. And let's face it, if we get into a bloody fight, the first thing they're going to do is check your identities and they might catch you.
Right, but
It's
if
like
we can make
it's
it
funny like how
quiet,
many like people smuggling drugs get pulled over for speeding.
but if we make it quiet, because if this turns out to be something super bad, I don't want them trailing us.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we get with the 26.
Okay, so you open up this very ancient uh, poem from the lands to the lands of Uxia, more specifically, to the homeland of the orcs. This is a story about a group that set sail and fought, faced many hardships on their way, but one by one, some have been killed in the travels, but the spirit of the journey remain. Basically, Orc Odyssey. All right. And I didn't watch the movie recently. This is completely by accident, or maybe not.
You didn't miss anything
Dude,
of value.
Oh, really?
my only problem with it is they left out so much of like some really important shit.
Well,
Yeah, it's like someone read the cover to the book to the Odyssey and it's like, yeah, I can make a
Astronax
movie out
wasn't
of
even
that.
in it. That one pissed me off. There wasn't even Astronax. What the fuck?
Also, like Odyssey without the gods is just someone with really fucking bad luck. The whole point of the Odyssey
is
was
the
that,
gods.
yeah, it was that it was Odysseus's hubris, arrogance that led to their suffering. Like for example, when he blinds the Cyclops and gets away, you know, up until that point, the Cyclops still had no idea who he was. He thought his name was No One.
And he was
But
warned
then
by
as
Athena not to,
yeah,
not to
and then
take
as
credit
he's
and to kill him.
yeah, and then as he's sailing away, having not killed him, he says, "Ha ha! I'm actually Odysseus." And Odysseus and the Cyclops prays to Poseidon, his father, and says, "Please deal with this guy who hurt me so badly." And Poseidon's like, "Oh, I got you, fam." But
Well, and also the only reason he went on this odyssey in the movie was because the crimes of breaking Zeus's law at Troy. Which no, you didn't break Zeus's law. What are you talking about? I must go into exile. What the fuck are you talking about? Even when the original Odysseus dropped a child from a wall, he did it at the urging of Zeus. Zeus warned him that Astronax would bring ruin upon his home and seek revenge if he let him live. He must. He had the backing of Zeus. Why the fuck would Zeus punish you into exile? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
like I said, it's like someone read the cover and made a movie from it.
I opened Pandora's box. I didn't know. I shouldn't mention Odyssey to you
Okay.
guys.
Mythos.
Anyways,
Yeah, we should talk about a much better plot, like Battlefield Earth.
yeah, or This Mortal Soil.
Dude, Battlefield Earth. Fucking hell.
Anyways, so it's basically Orc, a journey to the west. Okay, so you guys don't.
Okay.
uh,
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
As you-
30 chapters, 30 books later, they still haven't made it to the west. Sorry.
They've been traveling west so long, they should have just gone east. It probably would have been faster.
yeah, go the other way.
I love Journey of the West. It's a good story, but it is so fucking long.
Yeah, I bet I never read that, but anyways.
All right.
So basically,
we are digging into the story.
yeah, and it's all well and good until you start noticing some patterns. This is probably some thousand years old tome, and it shows it has been repaired a couple of times, but the wear and tear is noticeable throughout the entire book and all its pages. Some places, some pages seems to be, although they seem to have the entirety of the page in there, not the entirety of the content. There is an entire line or maybe an entire paragraph missing from the text. In other instances, you will notice strange blank spaces between words that also suggest that not the full length of the content of the book, it's not there. As you keep...
Actually,
Go ahead.
we have Zinmi. You have that spell, right? The one that copies a page into a new book. I want to see if it will copy it over into a new book and reveal hidden words.
Ooh, good option.
Do you have such a thing in me?
He does have that
We
spell.
grabbed-
It's one of the ones
yeah,
you picked up.
We grabbed that spell, but
I
It's
have
like
it.
a
pulled
figure
up.
or something.
I
Taglio?
wrote it down.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you created a duplicate, there you
Intaglio.
That is a good callback. Yeah, let's try it.
Because it copies everything into the book, so the new page, so it might reveal hidden.
Oh, that's for 1 hour. Ah, okay. No need for copy monks.
And he can. It's an action every 6 seconds to copy a page,
Yeah, yeah.
page. So
For 1 hour, so yeah, it's a lot of pages. You test it out on an example page, but it copies exactly the same as the original source book, with apparently missing words or entire paragraphs.
Is it possible to tell if the words left out, if the content missing was part of the original book, but it was later erased by magic?
It does look like so, precisely that.
Okay, I've got an option. It's going to be a wild fucking option. Does the book list an author?
Unknown author.
Unknown author. Darn it.
Yeah, that guy rules, man. So many good writing by him.
he copies everything over. I'm
Who's
gonna
the
ask
author?
for
Chuck
some
Tingle.
lemon juice and a candle, and I want you to duplicate one of those pages with those gaps again onto another page. And I'm gonna see if we can get lemon juice or a candle from the return page.
It's another page of the same book?
On a
I'd
different
say
no, like a loose parchment. I want to take
Yeah,
the
okay.
ones with the gap, put it on a loose parchment, and lemon or lemon juice or
Perfect.
candle
Perfect.
or it's not as if it was erased by magic. It may though reveal itself. It might be hidden by magic, so therefore lemon juice might reveal it.
I also
Just
have
be,
Dispel Magic.
yeah.
But,
Well, we
I
have
mean,
3 options.
yes. I got another option, too. Let's try the lemon juice one first.
Okay. Lemon juice, nothing happens. Detect magic. It
yeah,
does.
ritual
It
cast.
doesn't look like there's magic blocking the writing. Although the the book is not a magical item, but it has a tiny trace of spell magic onto it. It's almost as if someone uh, casted a spell on the book somewhat recently, and there are some still particles, some stains
That's
of that
true.
spell casting that you can perceive with your detect magic,
Okay.
but it's not
If
under
perceived,
effect.
okay, I am going to get a nice look at these sections where there's missing words and paragraphs,
Hmm.
and I'm going to do this by pulling out one of my lizards, putting it on the page, and then looking through its eyes. That's a goddamn microscope because you think of how big even the tiniest imperfection would be if you're a lizard.
Looking for page impressions.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. There are no hidden tiny words written, but
No,
you
what he
can,
means is
yeah, you can see
impressions being
the digital impressions of many different hands and fingers.
This book is probably not the original. This book is a copy of a copy, and data gets lost. But that's fine. But let's definitely. I tell you what. While we've got the intaglio spell up, and we have these hours of time before we got to go talk to these guys, let's make a copy for ourselves.
Well, and if we're gonna make 2 copies, blank books, and you can ritual cast it, so it won't even cost you any spell slots.
Yeah. Let's do it. We have our okay. So we make 2 copies of the books. I mean, at this point, I'm not seeing anything eldritch horror about it or anything like
No.
points secret treasures. The weird gaps are the weird gaps, but we have fulfilled their request. And honestly, they're a bunch of people that will probably cause trouble for the obelisk. We don't need to get rewarded for every good deed that we do. Sometimes good deeds just come back to help you. Let's just give them the goddamn book.
Yeah, the copy of the book, yeah. But
Yeah, copy of
I
the book.
do
Yeah.
want that. I want our own version because this could come back to bite us, and I'd rather have something just in case.
Yep. They're doing some weird orc journey to the west research, but whatever that journey is, it'll take him away from here.
Okay. So, after copying the entire book,
Can I make a history check, DM, as an orc?
you can, but it's very high, even to an orc.
I
Oh,
don't
and I
think
do
I'm-
have a spell I'd like to cast on this. I'm going to cast Augury, and the action listed is we give Dagger this book.
Nah, nothing.
Okay. You give Dagger this book, and the omens are very, very bad.
Okay, yeah, we're not. Okay, Bubbles pulls back. Like, okay, we're not giving Dagger the book. Fuck him.
No.
Now here's the thing: do we wanna fuck with the book, or do we just not give it to him?
We have our copy. Keep our copy. And we start. And then we have that other copy. Let's fill in those gaps.
You know what? Sure, that's fine. Bubbles, channels his inner creative writer, and he is going to be particularly loquacious. in
I'm gonna
filling
give
out
you
those
orcish
gaps.
words to fill in those gaps too. And I
Okay,
mean
yeah.
like, and they're gonna be the orcish, and the orcish words I'm giving you are not gonna be like, oh, good, bad. It's gonna be like that could mean this, 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 or this.
Mhm.
In like the large blank sections, Wubbles is basically writing a slash fic subplot.
Hmm.
Forgery at his best.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, you know what they say tusks are for: power steering for oral.
Second time you've cast it today. Yeah, you need to roll a d100.
Ah, okay.
Guess what?
Where is the D100? It's 2D10. Oh my god, the forbidden number, 67.
Oh my
We're
god!
fine.
Everyone caused property damage.
The second time it was a 25% time. Yeah, we're filling it in with orcish words that it means 6 different things.
Being vague.
Ooh, vague is good. We should keep it in theme with the journey, though.
Yeah. The book is not that big.
Be like weirdly specific, referencing places that weren't referenced before.
Contradictions.
Yeah. Uh, the even though the book is not very long, you you don't have enough time to complete it before midnight. So, what will you do? Will you wait until you can complete your version of the book and probably give it back the next day? Or,
We have two copies. We have our one copy
uh-huh.
ourselves. That one, and then we have the one we were starting to fill in. I don't think we would fill in every gap. We would like, here's some gaps here. Fill those in. Skip 3 pages. Fill those gaps. Skip a couple of 4 or 5 pages. Fill those gaps. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. And then return it until before midnight.
Yeah, because they're being weirdly hostile, and at this point, we don't have a reason to pick that fight.
Well, I have also a feeling that if they don't get what they want from us, they'll find a way.
I have a feeling that they get what they want. They don't want witnesses.
But they're not
Point them
getting
out. Point them out.
accurate piece because we're not filling in every gap in their version of the book. where what we are filling in will be contradictions and things that reference things in the as if like they happened in the past, yet there was no mention of it earlier in the story.
Yeah. Or we reference our things that we've added in order to increase the validity of those
Oh no, we'll do
additions.
both.
Yeah. So basically, like, okay, we spend our time, we fuck with the book. Let's go give them the book. Yeah.
Perfect. So,
So around 11:58, we exit the obelisk.
Mhm.
I was waiting for you, Dagaseth. Is that what I think it is?
Well, we put a
Also,
rush on it. There was a lot of coffee involved, but yeah, we got it. What do you got for us?
Can I can I take a look at it up close before?
Bubbles flips it open to a random page and holds it in front of him, but there's like a lizard on it glaring at Dagger.
one of our unaltered pages.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I don't know how you did it, but there it is. I think my boss is going to be very pleased. So,
Amen.
how does 600 sound for just a book delivery? That's the most anyone ever paid for a book.
See, it would have been 600 if you didn't try to rush it. You need
Yeah,
this
good,
book.
fast, cheap. You made your choice.
It's no longer cheap. 800.
You make a good point. Well, it is what it is. My companions and I will take our leave.
So we hand over the book, get gold.
You said 600 was not enough, and after rushing and being so desperate, he says maybe it's not that important. In other words,
Oh, he's trying to bluff us. Okay. I'll put the book in my bag. I'll grab it from Wovels and put it in my bag. Guess you don't need this then. Have a good day. And I'll start walking towards the obelisk.
Bubbles just turns and walks and starts walking back as well.
I'm keeping my eyes up and I'm watching. See if they're gonna make a move.
okay. As you do,
Bubbles just starts loudly talking. Bubbles just starts loudly talking to Grash as they walk about what place to go to.
as you do, they do the same. They do they pretend to not be interested in the book anymore, and they start walking away in a group,
I'm gonna
Opposite
whisper under my
directions.
breath.
opposite directions.
I'm gonna whisper under my breath to our group. They're gonna come after us.
Most definitely.
Hide our
Yeah,
copy.
probably.
Hide our copy in our room. Keep the other copy on me. They're gonna come after us, and when they do, we need to be prepared.
Well, now we have time to thoroughly fuck with the book.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna keep.
Yeah.
We're not gonna carry the other copy on us while they're after us.
Oh, absolutely. So I say we thoroughly fuck with this book, and if they confront us, just you're so powerful and strong, and you have such big tusks. We surrender the
No,
book. Please, no harm us.
no, we want to make them fight for it. We want to make them fight for it. We want them to assume it's real, that we're gonna keep it, and then when they do to take it, because they're not gonna try to go for a kill on us. What they're gonna try to do is just grab the bag and go. Uh, when they do that, we give a chase for a bit, let them get away, and then we start researching the shit out of this because I think we just found the main plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need info on this now.
Well, if we can find the original author, I could just talk to them.
We have Scry.
I don't think we're high enough level.
Right? Yeah, yeah,
I do
it's
have
yet.
locate creature though, so if we ever got to track this fucker down again, I can find him.
Scry is
Mhm.
level,
yeah. Okay. So that's midnight and you're outside the obelisk and the guys start walking away. What do you do now?
I head to the
Honestly, let's go
obelisk.
back to let's go back to Karista and let him know what happened. Be like, hey, those guys were being really weird about their demand. They didn't want to pay for it. Uh, they brought a lot of people for what should have been a simple purchase. Something's very suspicious. You might want to stay in the obelisk for a few days.
What's special about this book?
Mhm. Fortunately, we have access to all the obelisk and its researchers, so now we can take our time doing the research.
I'll put down 200 gold right now in fucking research assistance.
Okay. Before
I'm gonna
even
look at him and go, they wanted this badly. This is important to them. They just didn't want to look too desperate when we called them out on it. They're gonna come after
Mhm.
us. Don't leave the obelisk anytime soon. But now, we need you to find out why this is important. Use the original copy.
I can help you out, but I had something very important that I need to do. I had a something I that is supposed to arrive at the market tomorrow morning. If I can't
You can
leave.
pick it up for us.
Oh, okay. Please do.
We need. I will put down 200 gold of my own personal funds. By the way, how much did he give us beforehand?
He gave you 200 from
I'll just put that.
on that on that pouch of gold.
Yeah, I'll just put that pouch on the. There's
Yep.
200.
Yeah, hire whoever needs to be done, whatever research
Mhm.
needs done. This is
Consult
this
who
is
you
gonna
need. But they wanted this, and that means this is important. We need to know why.
Any theories before we begin?
Something old.
something old and something shady because they brought a lot of people to try and intimidate us and ready to snatch whatever we brought, but then they didn't. So there's something deeper going on. We are missing some critical pieces of information, so let's act accordingly.
They're desperate for this information.
Yeah, desperate, but not desperate enough to pay the right price, which
Which
is
lets me
odd.
know they think they can get the information another way, either through thieving or through another form. We
Yeah, he
need
was
that
willing to
info.
stalk you for a week, have a chance to get in here.
We can give them a corrupted copy. We'll carry it on us. We're not gonna give it to them, but they come after us. They'll only get access to that. That should throw them off for a bit, but it
Oh
won't
yeah,
stop
and
them
now we have
forever.
plenty of time. We can corrupt the hell out of this. Not just the blank sections. We can make it to have to be close, but change enough of the wording that it seems like this was translated and then translated back. Actually,
And
we should
then
probably just need to
translate it
do
a
that.
third time. And we can also throw
Exactly.
in words from. I know Amonti, Orcish, and Tarvinish. What do you guys know?
Common.
Ornick and Orc.
You can throw in if you. Okay, Orcish will stay with. But we can throw in contradictions. We can change some wording here and there.
Yeah,
Give
I
them
think we've
something
gone
to throw
over
them off.
how we're going to change it enough times that it's not going to
Yeah.
make a difference.
So
Yeah,
we can throw them
we
off.
fuck with the book.
Yeah.
We can throw them off enough, but I don't think that will last. It'll give us time. That's all it's going to give us.
Okay.
Can I do a quick insight? What's his name?
On the mage, Caresta? Uh-huh.
Krista.
What do you want?
Need a quick insight if he's acting or if he's acting like Orty kind of knew about the like if he might somehow roundabout like I figured this might somehow roundabout be in league. He just needed a way to get the book out of the college.
Mm, he's very usually when yeah, make an insight check. Not gonna spoil
I'm gonna
it too
make one
much.
too. I want to see though. Mine's going to be slightly different. I want to see if he was involved with the hiding of it.
Hiding from with
So we
the
mentioned
yeah,
that there's
like-
gaps in the text.
uh-huh. Okay.
If he knows that.
Make your check.
Like as we're talking about it, discussing about it, just like looking in at him.
He
see if
gave
he's-
us the book.
Yeah,
But did he hide
I
the
don't think he's going to
information?
damage
that's
alma
missing?
mater property.
I'm thinking along the lines of thinking that he might be part of the outside, but
Then why
He
the hell
can't-
would he hire us?
he can't walk out himself.
And
Is
that's his question. So I'll let the DM answer that first. Mine is he involved with hiding the information in the book?
Mhm. Nice. Okay, everyone's so insightful. Again, Zen, he usually if one person isn't like the most skilled decideful being in the world, they will eventually, the more and more you interact with them, their stories will have gaps on it that you could pick up something. He sounds and acts and everything he says is so innocent. Not innocent like innocent in a way like he doesn't know. He is very scared and it seems like he doesn't know what you are capable of and what exactly is going on. He's just scared of the possibility of this being the Thieves Guild after him. Even though he's a mage, he should be at least able to defend himself. He is scared
He's a coward.
shitless. Yeah, he's a coward. So you cannot perceive any. This is an insight for all your interactions so far. You cannot decipher any deceitfulness, any double agentness in this man. Okay. And for you, Grush, you said it yourself. It could take some time for the research to be done. So if he managed to find the books and to find the book, singular, and edit so thoroughly, he would have had to. I mean, unless he's just deleting random information, not something relevant, he would have had to read the entire thing before deleting, blanking out what he wants to hide through magic.
I didn't think
Yeah,
he was.
if there was a much deeper, broader conspiracy, there would be a much broader and deeper level of confidence.
I didn't expect him to actually be involved. I was just
Making
It
sure.
was like just a double check.
No problem.
I'll give him the 200 gold. Keep it discreet. Usually I wouldn't care too much about this, but something about this just twinges my senses. Something's off here. I want to know why.
All right. I'll
They
continue.
didn't get it from. They didn't get the book from us. But they have either they're gonna try to get the book off of us later, or they're going to they're gonna find another way to get it. So we need to find
Or they'll
out as
just go
much
back
as
to their boss and come back and properly pay us for it. But for now, let's keep fucking with the book.
Yeah.
We're overthinking this. We're going in circles. Let's go.
Okay, so eventually you all go to sleep. Or will you take turns between researching, messing up, and sleeping so that everyone is awake at one time?
Let's go to bed. Yeah,
No.
if they could get into the alma mater, they'd have gotten into the alma mater.
They wouldn't need you, right?
All right, fuck them.
Okay.
I'll keep watch.
We are.
Okay, you don't have any resource to recuperate, I suppose.
Augury spell. I'm good.
No, specifically Grash, who's not going to rest apparently.
I will take a level. I will have to make a Constitution save to see if I take a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, that's the
You're gonna stay up all night working on the book.
other part.
No, I'm keeping watch. 'Cause I don't know if they have a way in. They just didn't want to revoke the alma.
If they had a way in, they're not gonna show that hand for 200 gold. Because let's face it, if someone has a way into the alma mater without authority, they could be selling that for like 5 figures worth of gold.
Unless they don't want the alma mater becoming curious.
Well, guess what? We've hired research assistants. Everyone's curious now.
Grash is paranoid. I'm gonna stay up.
Stay up?
I'll make it.
Yeah, please do. +9. All right. Barbarians.
I'm assuming I don't take a level of exhaustion.
You don't. For now. Okay. At a random moment during the night, Grash, you are taking watch of the research team. There is Caresta and let's say 3 other young and eager students. And at one moment, Caresta suddenly, it's almost as if he heard something, but something that only himself could hear because no one else seemed to notice, not even you. He raises his head, stands up, and tells you, Grash, I think I will have to be absent for a minute. Excuse me. And he leaves the library. And you already know there is a liminal space between doors in the obelisk. So you don't even know if you are able to go after him. So the night goes on, you keep watching on the other students, and eventually you yourself hear a voice in your mind. There is a sending spell to you, Grash. It speaks in your own voice to yourself, so you can't even recognize who is sending it to you, although you can answer back. But it says, walk towards the door. Hold the handle for 3 seconds. Open and walk forward. We're waiting for you.
I will stand up from my chair, grab my shield, and strap it to my arm. Grab my battle axe. I'll walk towards the door. I'll hold it. I'll walk through.
Okay. As
Uh,
as you do, it seems as if you are in a different segment of the same library. It is huge rows of bookshelves, one to each side of you. You cannot see from at the door if there are more to beyond the two walls. You can see one on each side, and to your to and looking ahead, you can see that the rows of bookshelves open to a circular in a circular shape to open up what appears to be a office room. You see a large table. You see a dozen or so of books with difficult to understand and interpret titles floating around as if they are in a slow whirlwind waiting to be read. And as you walk up, you see Caresta. He seems to be uh, scared. He seems to be worried. He's visibly shaken and nervous. And to the other side, to the opposite side, you see a human man, at least apparently human. He has a very long uh, ginger beard and eyebrows, and he wears the robes of the in the colors of the alma mater with a very noticeable noble-like stance. So he wears them proudly and confidently. His feet are not touching the ground. He seems to be levitating, and he welcomes you as you enter. And a chair moves by itself slowly towards your direction. And after greeting you, he says, "Have a seat, warrior."
why'd you call me here, mage? I'll sit down.
There are some matters that need to be discussed. You seem to have gotten yourself into a problem that does not belong to you, neither to me. It belonged to people now gone. But such a matter remains unresolved. It seems that fate has given us such a task.
You know who wiped information from the book?
What have
At least
you
suspect.
what have you learned of the poem you found before before today? Perhaps from old fairy tales and stories. Did you hear something of that?
Honestly, before this day, never heard when someone desperate for it starts being a little conditioning in terms, my interest.
Evidently.
There's warnings in my head. Something's not right. A month. Can't say Denmark, damn it.
I'm sorry, the list of what's right is a bit shorter than the list of what isn't right.
I know that the information is missing from the book. Purposefully. By magic. Well, me. I know there's a group who really want the book. So they don't want to show their hand. And I know you probably have more information about this. Me, I'm just a curious, nosy individual who walk their way into a bit of problem.
Well, it is not a pleasure to inform you that I have enough evidence that supports that this entire folklore has been made up by my predecessor.
Hearing
As
then.
if,
Insight check.
okay, go ahead,
Bullshit on that.
go ahead and roll. But he continues as you start analyzing his his way with words. He says, "It has come to my attention that perhaps the previous Archwizard and an affiliation of outlaws had an agreement. They couldn't communicate openly about their dealings. So there began a meticulous and extravagant communication method through books.
Glad you have their feeling.
So, and by the way, you're 24 in insight. Uh, I will say that, yeah, he seems to be so pragmatic and only speaking a teacher like a mentor like accent that it's hard to tell. It could be either a uh, very rehearsed lie that he built, or it could be very well be the truth, the by the book truth that he sort of quotes to you as if he is giving you a lesson. He continues by saying, I think the time has come that the alma mater no longer chooses to affiliate itself with wrongdoers, and that this old pact be broken for good.
And why do they want the book?
Maybe to hide the proofs. maybe to access a information that should have been given, but they are still waiting for that intel. Who knows? Really doesn't matter for me. I will ask for the for a message to be sent to that stalking figure, that he might as well go find his artifacts and potions and scrolls someplace else. But I would prefer to send a more pungent message instead. Maybe a couple of wrathful elementals summoned on their preferred meeting point or stronghold. And I was hoping you or your friends could have some information regarding that to give us.
They didn't trust us. They met us outside your obelisk. They didn't want us to find the base of operation. They wish to use us, yes, but trust was never a part of the deal. Well,
There's always divination
oh,
magic.
I oh, I'm no practitioner myself. I have the barest traces of magic I can even use.
Don't you have a reward of sorts that was handed to you in the form of gold?
200 incentive to get them the book, yes. But the incentive failed when they refused to take the bait.
Just give me a, one piece of gold, or the empty pouch should be enough to at least have an insight of their whereabouts. In the meanwhile, go have the others, your companions, waiting for me in the library, if you will. Okay.
An order, does he mean?
Yeah. You all long rest. Wobbles, Zinmei, and Alec for the next session. He will be rested as well. Uh, Grash, do you tell them everything? What do you say to them when you wake them up?
I'll tell them everything, but I'll start it off with here's what I've been told. In a way, like, I don't know if I believe it. I don't disbelieve it, but I don't believe it either.
I don't think they care enough to lie, so it just seems like they want the book booby trapped and then to fall into their hands. Make that happen.
Open up. There goes an entire district.
Also, let's bear in mind that while they would like for some destruction to befall these people, and I'm not opposed to some destruction befalling those people, there's just a matter of, at what point did the town guard get involved, and we are not currently in a position to basically wave our hands to the town guard and for them to leave us alone.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
give me 30 seconds. How about this? As an alternative, instead of waiting for them to come to us, we knew where he was running. We knew where he had a hiding place, and we still have the clue spell, so we can backtrack his movements. So how about instead of waiting for them to come to us, we go to them. We ambush the fuck out of them.
Thing right now is alma mater's telling me something, but I don't know why. I'm smelling bullshit.
Well, there is also the point where if all the quests are bullshit, then the party never moves. So at some point, you do got to trust the quest giver.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking
basically,
about.
basically, Ariel, like we had the issue where like all the quest givers were rude and nasty to us, and we are had that conversation. So I think we can trust the quest giver, just because if we can't trust the quest givers, then we never go on quests.
yeah,
I get that. I'm
makes
talking
sense.
about. I'm calling bullshit on the system in the ledger. I'm wondering if there might be something more. So I do want to go after the group. I want to get. I want to see what they say.
Hmm.
Well, here's the
No.
thing: we got a 26 on the investigation. If that wasn't enough to reveal it, we're not going to be able to break toes and fingers to get it out of them.
We should. I think I like the idea of going after the group.
Let's face it, they want it. I mean, if they want, at this point, we were ready to sell it to them and call it a day. But this, I think, and just to confirm, Ariel, this is the current main quest, correct? Figuring out what this book is and why they want it and what it's actually about.
The main quest is one big quest between three factions. Okay. You are seeing how two of them are interacting. There is no right side, but it's better if you side with one.
At this point, I think we've thrown in with the alma mater because, simply put, they can offer us stability. And after what we went through in the last town, we highly
Yeah.
praise stability.
Basically, if you
So are you the other side? We haven't met the third faction yet.
I put a hook, but you didn't grab it. But it's fine. It's
What hook?
the poster on the restaurant. There there is a warrior, a
One-eyed
mage, and a thief faction.
Oh, you mean the mercenary companies? Okay,
Yeah.
so that was not displayed as like a faction. That was just like oh, that's some groups. Okay,
Yeah,
knowing that there
that
is a warrior.
we didn't. Well, also, in our current plot line, the warrior faction hasn't had any interaction with what's going on currently with the group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought that was a side quest.
Yeah.
No
We focused
problem.
on the main quest, like, and that's not saying the warrior faction couldn't. Right now, we've only seen two factions interacting, and right now the alma mater has our attention because the other side seems a little too shady for us.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
like you said, like, oh, the warrior faction, they do like caravan escorts and intimidate people.
Yeah, no, that those are the mercenary groups, but on the restaurant there was a more fancy, more uh good, more top tier warrior group with a trial. They were more
No,
like,
we still want to do the trial.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did say we want to do the trial.
Oh yeah,
It's
okay.
not, but we're just like, it's like, oh, hey, do you want to go over there? No, things are currently on fire here.
Okay.
And right now, we haven't fully committed to the alma mater. Right now, we're just in this current area. We've chosen a side, but that could always change with more information.
Well, up to you guys.
We're not. We don't have firm alignment or with a single
Yeah.
group.
But just to be sure, these are not separated quests. This is one big quest, and you can depends on how you what will you do with each player on the board.
Well, let me put it this way: with this party, I don't think a big complex web of allegiances and networks and alliances is going to be something that we're going to be able to track very well.
It's only as big and complex as you decided you want it to be. If you
Well, no, I at this point, like I'm interested in Guild Wars. That sounds interesting. I just think at the current section, we've only had interaction. We've only had direct interaction through the story by two guilds of the three guilds that there are in this section. So what I'm saying is, like, right now, in the view of our player characters,
yeah, yeah.
Warrior Guild trial seems like a separate thing.
Okay, perfect. But the whole
We
point,
right now
the
we've only interacted with these two guilds, and there hasn't been any hint in the story of this tome and stuff of the third faction being involved.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right?
I know, I
Yeah,
understand.
they are just a poster.
But
Us.
okay, maybe next time I show them off a little bit more. But the entire idea of this city is a while of sandbox. You guys on your own volition decided you wanted to talk with the alma mater before even reaching the city. So you found the alma
Because we
mater.
had the guy.
Yeah. You before you've seen the guy, you already decided you wanted to grab Magical Link and yeah, and two
Oh, yeah,
characters.
that was just a shopping thing. Also,
And that
because
led
Zenmei had connections.
He gave us the plot hook, so we followed the plot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what you did was bad, Dan. I've been enjoying the plot hook. What I'm saying is that if you meant for a third faction to appear, we haven't seen besides a poster. There wasn't a hint of like, oh, that guy went looking for was being chased by this third faction. We didn't get a hint like that or anything.
Yeah, no, I know,
Yeah,
but it's for me it's fine as it is. If you guys want more stuff, more direct, handheldy, but for me it's
Not
working out
necessarily
very
handheld,
fine.
but like make it clear what the objectives are. Because
But there are
sending us
no
to the city
objectives.
and saying, "What do you want to do?"
I want you guys to tell me what you want to do.
Well, that's the thing is we don't know what we can do. We don't know what there is to do. Here, let me show you. I've thrown you in a D&D world. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You go fight a dragon? You wanna? Well, do you know are there dragons? You wanna go do like seduce a princess? Are there princesses?
Well,
Actually, I got a good way of putting it.
uh,
What we're looking for is a plot line.
uh,
Yeah.
We've been looking for that inciting incident that leads us into a plot line. Like, oh, here's the big bad, or that. You see what I'm talking about? Like, oh, here's a world-ending threat.
no.
Um,
You guys, no. Okay, let me even